So I just realized that in 7 years of making tech reviews on YouTube, I have never reviewed a tablet. And I think it's time to change that. Let's talk about the OnePlus Pad. Alright, so OnePlus launched their first ever tablet in India recently, the OnePlus Pad. Starting at 38,000 rupees for the 8GB RAM model and 40,000 rupees for the 12GB RAM model, it's coming at a really interesting and attractive price. This is the sweet spot pricing for tablet buyers. On one hand, you have the cheaper Xiaomi and Realme pads, which start at 15,000 and go up to 25. And then on the other hand, you have the Samsung Tab Ultras and iPads of the world, which are way more expensive. Now, we all know that the iPad is the market leader when it comes to tablets. So most people who are buying tablets are buying iPads. So if you want to pull those customers to your product, you have to nail the 5 fundamentals of a great tablet. Starting off with a great display and speaker combination for that immersive media watching experience. Number 2 is going to be solid performance. Number 3 is going to be battery life. Number 4 is going to be the software of the tablet itself. And last but not the least, the ecosystem and the accessories surrounding the tablet. So the case, the keyboard, the stylus, and everything that is going to expand the functionality and features of this tablet. And I think OnePlus has done a really good job on most of those things, except one. Let's start off with the unboxing. The box itself is different from their smartphone boxes, a different kind of color scheme here. The OnePlus logo on the front, as well as the OnePlus Pad branding and a picture of the tablet itself. Opening the lid up, first things first, you're greeted with the tablet wrapped in plastic. Remove the plastic, peel the sticker off, and it reveals this green finish. And OnePlus is calling it Halo Green. And first impressions, it feels really good in the hand. Moving on, you have a small compartment that has your quick start guide, your safety and warranty information, and your Red Cable Club membership card. Notice there's no SIM ejector tool here because this is Wi-Fi only. There is no LTE support on the OnePlus Pad. Also included in the box is a 100-watt SuperVOOC fast charging adapter. Although the tablet only supports 67 watts fast charging, the charger included in the box is 100 watts. There's also a USB Type-C to Type-A cable. It could have been Type-C to Type-C as well, but I think Type-C to Type-A does the job as well for data and charging. So that's the unboxing of the OnePlus Pad. Now let's talk about the design and build quality. The design of the OnePlus Pad is really nice. It's got rounded corners and it's a really thin tablet, 6.5 millimeters in terms of the thickness. So it is thinner than most smartphones out there. And it's only 552 grams. So it's not really a heavy tablet either. And the weight is distributed really well. Even though it has a really huge battery, it feels really premium in the hand and really comfortable to hold. Again, it is an 11.6-inch tablet, so it is a big tablet. You'll have to use both your hands. I would suggest getting a case because there is metal on the back and glass on the front, but OnePlus hasn't really specified what kind of glass they're using on the front, if it's Dragon Trail glass or Gorilla Glass. So it's good to get a screen protector to protect the screen from scratches and stuff like that. Now, it's not really a good idea to drop your tablet. So again, do get a case. And there is no IP rating either, so don't take it out in the rain. And that's the design and build quality. Feels good in the hand and it's comfortable to hold and premium as well. Talking about the first fundamental of a good tablet, the display, and the OnePlus Pad nails it in my opinion. It is an 11.61-inch IPS LCD display with 144 Hz refresh rate. Now I know it's not AMOLED and AMOLED has its own advantages, but this IPS display is gorgeous in my opinion. Watching videos and movies is going to be a really fun experience, coupled with the quad speaker setup. And the speakers do have Dolby Atmos support. There's 4 speakers, so 2 on each side, and they just do a really good job of filling up whatever room you're in. So this acts like a Bluetooth speaker in my opinion. The volume as well as the bass and just the detail and richness of the sound that's coming from the OnePlus Pad in my opinion is really good. So the entertainment side is sorted. The display also has a 1400:1 contrast ratio, so blacks are really good and the color reproduction is good. There is a 7:5 aspect ratio, so no matter which orientation you use the tablet, portrait or landscape, there's lots of real estate. For example, when you scroll through a web page or anything, you'll be able to see a lot more content compared to your smartphone. So there is an advantage of getting a tablet or a smartphone, having a bigger display, and the 144 Hz refresh rate is really smooth. It is HDR compatible, but I wasn't able to, get the HDR to work in YouTube or Netflix. So I think OnePlus can fix that with a software update. And do let me know, if you know anything about the HDR compatibility on the OnePlus Pad in the comments down below. But I really enjoyed, playing games, and just scrolling through the UI as well is really fun on the OnePlus Pad. So the display, in my opinion, is a big thumbs up. Now, talking about the specs and performance on the OnePlus Pad, you've got Dimensity 9000 CPU with 8 or 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM. You also have 128 gigabytes of UFS 3.1 storage, which is not expandable. So there is no micro SD card slot on the OnePlus Pad either. There is a USB 2.0 Type-C port and a 9510 mAh battery, which is going to charge 67 watts fast charging wired. So there is a 100-watt brick included, but the tablet only supports 67-watt fast charging. Now I say only, but this is the fastest charging tablet out there. Like, even if you compare it to Samsung or iPad, the 67-watt wired fast charging on the OnePlus Pad is really good and the best in the market right now. So even if you do run out of battery, you can top it up really quickly. Now, talking about performance itself, it's really good. Like, the OnePlus Pad is really good at doing normal stuff like email, browsing, social media, scrolling through Twitter and Instagram, and even multitasking is great in my opinion. Opening up multiple apps at once is good and works really well in my opinion. There's also the floating windows. So that's what you buy a tablet for, to do multitasking, to open up a bunch of apps at once, to do more than you can on a smartphone. But for that, you need really good software. And I think OnePlus is kind of lacking on the software. Because this is their first tablet, they're having some issues, some first generation issues. Like, most apps don't have the floating window feature. Only some apps have it, so they'll have to bring that floating window feature to a majority of the apps that are available on the App Store. And also, some things just don't scale well. Like, if you pull down from the top, the shelf is not really scaled to the tablet UI. It's not meant for the big screen. It's still looking like the smartphone UI. OnePlus is using, a normal version of Android, just scaled up for tablets. It's not Android L. They should take inspiration from iPadOS in my opinion and add more functionality, add more features to this software. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad or terrible. It is good software. It is Android 13, and on top is going to be Oxygen OS 13.1. So there is a bunch of extra features, but it's not mature enough for a tablet. I think they can differentiate their smartphone software from their OnePlus Pad software. And I think in the future, with software updates, this will get better. So that's that. If the software was great on this tablet, it would be the perfect tablet, right? So nothing's perfect. I think OnePlus needs to work on the software. It is clean though. There is no bloatware, no pre-installed apps, except a few, just Netflix, Amazon Prime and stuff like that. So I do appreciate OnePlus giving us clean software. And OnePlus is promising 3 years of OS updates and 4 years of Android security patches, which is a really good thing considering the future of this device. Now, talking about the cameras on the OnePlus Pad, you have a front camera which is 8 megapixels and f2.3 in terms of the aperture, and you have a 13 megapixel rear camera which is f2.2 in terms of the aperture. The rear camera can do 4K 30 FPS video and the front camera can do 1080p 30 FPS video. Now, this device isn't going to be your main photography or videography device. It's also kind of weird and funny looking when you take a huge display like this in your hand to click pictures and videos, but it'll get the job done. The front camera is good for Zoom meetings, online classes and video calls and stuff like that. Trust me, you won't be posting your Instagram selfies and your Snapchat stories from this camera. The rear camera, on the other hand, is quite decent in my opinion for a tablet. A 13 megapixel sensor is giving you really good detailed shots in good lighting. There's also a dedicated night mode on the OnePlus Pad. I don't know what OnePlus was thinking, but again, the rear camera in my opinion is going to be useful for scanning documents and stuff like that. You can take 4K videos, and here are some camera samples. Do let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the photo quality and video quality of the OnePlus Pad, and are you going to use this to take pictures and videos? So the cameras are decent. Now, talking about the things that the OnePlus Pad is missing, that is going to be a fingerprint reader, the micro SD card slot, the LTE support, so there's no SIM tray here, haptics, as well as the 3.5mm aux jack, because it's 2023 and nobody really cares about wired headphones. The fingerprint scanner can be a bummer for most people because they're so used to having a fingerprint reader on their smartphone. but yeah, you'll have to make do with the face unlock or just use a pin or passcode. So those are the things that the OnePlus Pad is missing. Another thing that I wanted to mention about the OnePlus Pad is going to be the outdoor visibility. The outdoor visibility on the OnePlus Pad isn't the greatest. So if you take it outdoors in bright sunlight, you won't be able to see everything very clearly because the display is only 500 nits in terms of its peak brightness. So that's that. But I don't know, a lot of people aren't really going to use this tablet outdoors, and for indoor usage, it's plenty bright and the display quality is pretty good in my opinion. Doing a quick overview of the tablet itself, you have the power button, your volume rockers, the USB Type-C port, the quad speaker setup, and also 3 magnetic pins for the accessories. Talking about accessories, the OnePlus Pad will be, compatible with their case, as well as a magnetic keyboard cover and the OnePlus Stylo, which is their version of the Apple Pencil. The OnePlus Stylo will cost you 5,000 rupees and the keyboard cover will cost you 8,000 rupees. So adding it up, 14,000 rupees for the 2 accessories. Now it suggests you buy the accessories only if you really need them and if you know you're going to make good use out of them. Like if you type a lot of things and you really want to replace your laptop and convert this OnePlus Pad into a portable laptop, get the keyboard. If you are an artist, looking to draw and sketch stuff, you can get the Stylo because it is pressure sensitive and it charges magnetically via just, putting it on the top of the tablet. So it is an investment and it is going to increase the overall cost of the tablet itself. So get the accessories only if you need them. Overall, the OnePlus Pad, in my opinion, is priced really well and it takes most of the fundamentals of a really good tablet except the software. It's not bad software, but it needs improvement. Other than that, the OnePlus Pad has really good design and build quality, a great display and speaker experience. It also has, good accessory support, so there is a nice ecosystem around it. And the battery life on the OnePlus Pad is amazing in my opinion. It's got a 9510 mAh battery, 67 watt, wired fast charging. So even if you do run out of battery, you can top it up really quickly. Let's say you're doing normal day-to-day tasks, email, browsing, surfing the internet and stuff like that. You should be able to get 2 days of use easily. If you play a lot of games, you might be able to kill the tablet in a day or a day and a half. But other than that, the battery life experience is going to be great on the OnePlus Pad. Even though it's powering, such good specs and a big display, the battery life on this tablet is really good. And overall, I think the competition isn't just going to be able to beat the OnePlus Pad, especially the ones that are under its price aren't really up to that mark. Some are not that great at the display departments, some tablets just don't perform well. So the OnePlus Pad, in my opinion, is a really good option and it's a good offering for its price. It's a good Android tablet finally from OnePlus. So if you do want to buy it, I'll leave links down below to get the OnePlus Pad, to Amazon, and those are affiliate links. So if you want to help the channel out and buy from my links and in turn just help me make more videos, go ahead and check them out. Also, a huge shout out to the OnePlus store in Nexus Mall, Koramangala, Bangalore for hooking me up with this tablet for the video. A huge shout out to them. Do check them out if you want to buy the OnePlus Pad in Bangalore offline. I'll leave their contact details as well as their address in the description down below. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button as well as subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. Let me know in the comments down below what do you guys think about the OnePlus Pad. Do you have a tablet? Are you planning to buy one? What is your thoughts and opinions on the whole tablet market? I'll be there talking to you guys in the comment section. But with that being said, my name has been Yusuf. You guys been awesome. Stay awesome. Keep smiling and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.